Hello, welcome to Oxford Heirlooms. In this video, I am preparing my pattern pieces. Now, I have not cut out the front of the day gown yet because I have a little bit of prep work that I have to do before I actually cut that pattern piece out. But I have cut two rectangles of Swiss Batiste that are larger than my pattern piece. I've got my back piece, and on the back I need to mark up at the top and at the bottom there's going to be a little pleat at the back of this particular day gown. Okay, yeah, that went through. Okay, I've got my sleeve piece, and this particular sleeve has a definite front and a definite back. So let me lift the pattern piece up, and I'm going to lightly write the word back on both pieces. There we go. Okay, then I've got a little mark up here at the center top of the sleeve and the center bottom of the sleeve. So I've got that marked. Let me put my pen back in here. Okay. Okay, I've got my bonnet pattern piece. Now what I have done is this particular pattern doesn't include pleats, and I'm planning to sew some pleats in. So I have added 1 inch of fabric to the bonnet front. Okay, so just so that you know that I did that. And then I have 2 circles for the crown of the bonnet. And since I'm not doing an entredot and gathered lace neckline, I have cut a neckband piece that is 1 1/4 inches wide by 12 inches long. And I cut that on a bias, so that's my neckband piece. So I need to do some prep work over here on the front of the garment. So let me move my pattern pieces out of the way for just a minute. Oh, I also want to mention there is a pattern piece for the sleeve cuff. So I'll put that over here. I haven't cut the cuff out yet because I'm going to cut it out of lace. Okay, so let me bring this over where I can reach it. Okay, now the pattern has a tuck guide. You line it up from the left side and also from the right side. Okay. All right, now I'm going to move my pattern piece for just a minute because I will use that when I actually cut the pattern out. Okay, so I'm going to turn these pieces. Let's see if I can get this done. Turn them where the selvage is each facing itself. And then on one, this is going to be, as I'm looking at it, this will be the left-hand side of the day gown, and this will be the right-hand side of the day gown. Okay. All right, now using my pattern piece, okay, well, I guess I should have marked it a little bit different. Okay, I'm going to put my pattern, my tuck guide up here, and I'm going to use, what did I do with it? Here it is. I've got a little drafting triangle, and I'm going to use, because I want to make sure all my tucks end at the same place. So let me line that up. I'm going to put a mark about 1 inch in that will denote where I'm actually going to cut that fabric. Okay, now at the bottom of my tuck guide, with my blue fabric marking pen that disappears with water, I'm going to draw a little line. And this way I can rest assured that all of my tucks end up stopping at the same place. Okay, now using my friction erasable pen, I'm going to draw, I've got 6 little tucks, so I'm going to draw 6 little marks up at the top of the tuck guide. and I'll draw 6 little marks at the bottom of the tuck guide. Okay, now I'm going to repeat this process over here on the other side. First, I'm going to lay my tuck guide out, and then I'll get my drafting triangle and my blue fabric marking pen. I'll draw a blue line, so I'll make sure that my tucks all end at the same place. And then with my friction erasable pen, I'll make 6 little dots at the bottom of the tucks and 6 little dots up at the top of the tucks. Okay, all right. Now, using my drafting triangle again, each of these 6 tucks, I'm gonna fold it on the line that I'm about to draw, so I won't have to worry about the friction erasable pen not disappearing when I iron it, because they disappear, but sometimes they turn, they leave a little bit of a white shadow. Okay, so I'm gonna have 3 tucks, and I've got a little bit of space left in between where I will insert my 1/2 inch lace, and then 3 more tucks. And you do this on the other side too. Okay. All right, now that prints my pattern pieces. I have not marked where my buttonholes are gonna go yet, or where I'm gonna do my hand embroidery. I will wait until I'm ready to cut the pattern, or until I have cut the pattern piece out to do that. So I can put my tuck guide away. I won't need it again. Okay, so let me bring my pattern pieces back over here, and we'll kind of quickly go over them again. Okay, we've got both a right and a left side for the front. We've got the back piece right here. We've got the sleeve piece. We've got a cuff pattern piece that we'll use to cut our entree and the lace later on when we create the sleeve. I've got a 1 1/4 inch by 12 inch strip of bias fabric for the neckband. I've got my bonnet piece that I have added 1 inch to the front of the bonnet, and then I've got my circles that will be for the crown of the bonnet. But in the next video, I will show you how to create the tucks and to insert the lace up at the shoulder seams, okay? All right, thank you.